Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to do a quick review of circumference and area of circles using the two formulas that we've been learning about. So just as a little refresher, if we say obviously area of a circle, it's all of the space inside of the circle. Circumference is like equivalent to the perimeter of a circle, so it's the distance around the outside. The radius is from the center of the circle out to one of the edges, the straight line that connects that, and then the diameter is all the way across. So we're going to need to use those various parts to find circumference and area. So again, these are the two formulas up top that we've been using. The C1 stands for circumference, and the A1 obviously stands for area. So if we want to first find the circumference, or the distance around the circle, this is the formula that we're going to need to use. We need to use the first one. So I always like, when I start it, I like to start off by rewriting the formula. C equals pi times d, or circumference equals the number pi times our diameter. So if we look, this is a nice one to start with because they already tell us that the diameter is 24 feet. So we can go and substitute that back into our formula. So C equals, again, of course, you can use the pi button on your calculator, or we can substitute in 3.14, so we'll do that, times our diameter, which we said was 24 feet. And it's as simple as that. All we have to do now is just go to our calculator and punch in this multiplication problem and see what we get. So if we do 3.14 times 24 feet, it looks like we're getting 75.36 as our answer. 75.36. And the units for that are feet, because it's just distance. It's distance around the circle. So I don't know, maybe if we wanted to put up a fence around this pool or something, that's when the circumference could come in handy. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is down below, see if we can find the area of this circle. I don't know, maybe we have to fill underneath the pool with sand or something, and we have to figure out how much space this circle takes up. So if we're talking area, of course, we need to use the area formula, which is area equals pi times radius squared. So first thing we need to do is take our diameter that they give us, which goes all the way across, and we have to figure out what the radius would be, which is only halfway across. So half of 24 would be 12. So that's the radius we're going to need to use in our problem below. Okay, so we go to our formula, and again, I like to rewrite it. So we're going to start with area equals pi times radius squared. Of course, we don't know the area yet, but we can put in our number 3.14 for pi. And then we just figured out the radius must be 12. And you can't just put a 12 in, you have to put a 12 squared, which we're going to have to evaluate. And I always like to do that part first, just to eliminate the exponent. So I'm not going to change anything yet with the pi. I'm just going to rewrite that. The only thing I'm going to do at this next step is figure out what is 12 squared, which you can use the exponent button in your calculator, or you can just push 12 times 12, which would give us 144 for that. And I'll do that in red. Okay. And once again, we've basically found ourselves just a simple multiplication problem. So we're going to go right to our calculator, type that in, and it should give us an area of 452.16 as the number, and then the units, we can't just write feet, we have to write feet squared, which means square feet, right? Think area is like a rectangle, for instance, it's length times width, so there's two dimensions there, so you have to use the squared for that. So again, that's just an example side by side where you could use both of the formulas to find the circumference of a circle if you needed to, or the area using the various parts. You just need to make sure you remember the definitions, what is diameter, what is radius, and make sure you use the correct ones when you're substituting into your formulas. So I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching, and feel free to let me know if you have any other questions.